Hello everyone, my name is Anna and this is my YouTube channel. For today's video, I'm going to be sharing some study tips that have helped me during a lot of exams and hopefully it'll help you too. Tip number 1, revision. When I say revision, I don't mean the kind of revision your teacher gives and then tells you to study the entire textbook. I mean the kind of revision you make for yourself. Step number 1, gather all the material you have to learn. Step number 2, read the material and highlight the key points. Step number 3, turn those highlighted key points into answers and make questions for them. Those questions you made are now your revision worksheet. I suggest that you also revise the ones you didn't highlight, just in case. Tip number 2, sticky notes. For this one, you should probably start at the beginning of the school year. After every lesson or when you come back home from school, you can read through your textbooks or notes and gather the key points. Note down those key points on a sticky note and paste it on that page. You can also do this when you want to learn definitions. Tip number 3, flashcards. This is probably my favorite tip because it may be old school, but it can certainly be effective. A flashcard is a small piece of paper or card that contains a small amount of information and is used as an aid for learning. In other words, it's a card that has a question on one side and the answers on the other. You basically just review topics using the cards. I use this method a little differently though. Step number 1, write everything down and set up the flashcards. Step number 2, without reading any of the material, quiz yourself to see what you already know. Keep the flashcards you know aside and the flashcards you don't know in another pile. Step number 3, go through the pile of flashcards you don't know and take out the flashcards that seem easy to study or fun to study, separating the I don't know pile into a right now pile and a later pile. The right now pile has the easy to study or fun to study flashcards, and the later pile has the flashcards that seem hard or boring. Step number 4, study the flashcards from the right now pile and quiz yourself with the flashcards you just learned. Step number 5, take the rest of the flashcards and study them until you're sure you've learned everything. Or you can repeat steps 3 and 4 until you've learned everything. Step number 6, quiz yourself with all the flashcards and check if you've learned everything. Step number 7, if there are still some flashcards you're not sure you've learned, you can keep them in a separate pile and revise them. I've used this method for almost every exam for the past 2 years, and I'm not lying when I say it makes everything so easy. Anyways, thank you for watching. I'll see y'all next time. Bye!